いつもおとなしい高島さんがこうも大胆なことは知らなかったよ。
Can I not talk to you anymore?
はい、すみません。
Maybe she felt better after telling me about her public masturbation. She acted more friendly toward me than before. It's a crime, but whatever gets you off, I guess. Not my thing, and I'd rather you not get off in public if I was dating you, but whatever. Have fun talking to you. You get your virgin, and that's all you care about.
僕はそんなことしたことないからわからないよ。というか、高島さんは？だから、高島さんが思うオナニーする上で最も緊張して、しかもすごく気持ちのいい場所って？
そんなはっきり言わないで。
Really, bitch? You just talked about how you were getting off on a train. No, don't say that out loud, though. Why is she getting embarrassed when she just told me about all of that?
ですね。
Excuse you?
私の経験上ですけど。
はい？
すみません。
Why are you apologizing for one? No! No!
あ、いや、楽
No,
し
I
いお
wouldn't
話なんですけ
actually.
ど、それって経験があるってことですか？
はい。まあ、そんな感じです。
I wonder why she's a loner.
もし間宮くんが同じクラスなら気づかれていたかもしれません。
そんなに大胆に？だけど危険度が半端じゃないんじゃない？柄の悪い赤坂や北見とかに見つかったら高島さんの人生終わるかも。
そうですね。でもなんかやめ
Then
ら
don't complain
れ
about
ない
it.
ですよね。
Don't complain about it then. You know what? I don't want to hear any complaints then. Whenever you say you can't stop, too bad. Then it's your fucking decision at that point. No. Okay, that's too much at this point. No, you're getting off in the classroom, and I swear to God, if you complain that people are going to be spreading rumors that you're a slut and a whore, and you sleep around a bunch, and if you get upset at that, or Takuji gets upset at that, you have no legs to stand on, because you understand the risk. You ignore the risk. Look, I wouldn't complain if I start jerking off in class, and you know someone saw me busting a nut in there, and everyone called me a fucking freak. I'm not complaining because I chose to do that.
そうですか。
Ah.
間宮くん、今更なんですけど、
Sure, why not?
名前で呼び合いませんか？
Look, I'm just saying if Takuji gets upset at that, I'm just going to be so starstruck and confused of why he couldn't logically deduce the outcomes of these things.
名前？
This is never going to be good. Stop getting off in class.
下の名前で呼び合うとか。
共犯者意識ってあるじゃないですか。
Crime? You committed the
同じ
crime.
秘密を暴き合った者同士、もっと親密になるには下の名前で呼び合うって
Why
ど
don't
う
we
でし
just
ょう
have
か？
sex?
共犯者意識。
We're not crimes.
下の名
We're
前。
not partners in crime. You're a criminal. I'm aiding and abetting. Her first name, I felt downright surreal. It was like I just unlocked the Takashima Zakura route.
あの、
I don't want this route.
なんてお呼びしたらいいですか？
Because it's not going to end well.
なんてって、僕の下の名前は。
Her reputation's going to be ruined. She's going to be bullied for the rest of her school life. Clearly. She's going to be ostracized completely. You're going to be associated with it because by virtue of being around her. This isn't good. Please stop getting off in public.
拓司くんです。
僕のフルネームを知っていたんだ。
はい。拓司くん
Sure,
と
go
お
ahead.
呼びしていいでしょうか？
それでいいです。
私のことはザクロと呼び捨て
Why
に
not
して
just
く
call
だ
me
さい。
Takuji? Whatever.
わかった。告白を再開してくれるかな？
Jesus.
そうですね。そういう朝はいつも
Days?
ホームルームが始まる前に
Not just a
ト
one-off?
イレに行ってローターを下着の中に入れておくんです。あとは周りが授業に集中し始めて黒板とノートだけを見るようになる瞬間を待つんですよ。そしたらリモコンのスイッチをちょっと入れて。
She turned on the vibrator as she eagerly explained. She was having fun watching my nervous face, but her voice was more seductive than before.
ここで毎回声が出そうになるけど絶対にこれは我慢します。とにかく授業中の私の秘密は絶対に声を漏らさない。
That's because you'd actually probably get kicked out for trying to get off in class.
その制限が気持ちいいの？バレたら全てがおしまいっていうスリルが半端じゃないじゃない？
よくわからないけどそうなのかも。よくよく考えると
Yeah.
バレたら退学とまではいかなくてももう二度と普通に通学できなく
See,
な
they
る
don't
ん
even
です。
have to report it to the teachers and stuff. Your social life gone, and no one will talk to you at that point. It's over.
その破滅の一歩手前なところが肝心なんだね。本当に変態だね、さくらは。
I mean, on the train is what the fuck. In the classroom is just,
みんなが真面目に勉
But
強
thank
して
God
い
she's
る
a
最中
virgin.
に。すごいね。優等生ぶっているさくらがそんなことするなんて。
I'm the non-virgin that doesn't get off in public. Thank you.
ふと校庭を見下ろせば男子たちがランニングをしていたりサッカーをしていたり女子たちが楽しそうにバレーボールに興じていたり
I have fun watching them.
なのに私だけこんな場所で。
何している？具体的にどう何しているのか教えて。
Takaji, what the fuck? Whatever.
はいですね。
うん、そうだね。
いきなりクトリスは感じすぎて危険ですしそれになんというか風情がないような気がします。ですからまずパンツの上からそっと縦溝をこすってじわじわとお腹の奥を温めていくんです。
My beloved Sakura curved her middle finger and showed me how she touches herself. I was so into it that my member had God, I hate that. I hate that. Ugh. My dick had started standing at attention, so I put my hand in my pocket to hide it. The classic, both hands in pocket to hide a bulge, but no. Come on. Who gives a fuck? She's talking about how she gets herself off. Who cares if she sees your dick at this point? But she noticed a long time ago. Despite that, she didn't make fun of me. Instead, she gave me a bashful smile. She really was adorable. Look, if you've got nothing to be ashamed about, she shouldn't be making fun of it.
だんだん体が温まってきたら今度はゆっくりと下着の中に手を入れ
I really don't need to know your
座った
masturbation
状態
habits, to be
だと
honest.
両足を閉じていますから割れ目に指を沿わせ
へえ。
そうやってリラックスしているとこうして濡れてきてからやっと
She changed her hand motions while it looked like she was grabbing something in between her thumb and middle finger.
この頃になれば強めにクトリスを触っても痛くないんです。だからつまんでいじりつつ残りの指をもちろん指が入らないよう注意しながらそれとできるだけクチュクチュ音が立たないように指を寝かせてこするようにして
Like suddenly skyrocketed. Her explanation was so realistic that I had to stick my hand in my pocket and hold my penis down to make sure it didn't accidentally go off. Buddy, it's really not that attractive sounding, but whatever.
勢いに任せてズブズブと
Okay. Sorry, but a girl explaining how she masturbates really just doesn't get to me.
そうしていると
That's just me.
先生の声も聞こえなくなってきて
Oh no, she's doing that in class. Oh my god. I thought this was just normally. No, this is actually what she's doing in class. How does no one notice her hand going in her skirt?
聞こえなくなって。
気がつくと果ててます。次は喋った
She's
方がいい
gonna
ですか？
probably scream yes.
もちろん。次は。
So desperate.
教室内でローターを使
Oh
う
my
パターンです。
god. What is this? I signed up for philosophy, not a girl's
それって
masturbation
音で
habits.
気づかれたりしないの？
授業中って静まり返っているイメージがありますけど、意外と
The
騒がしい
vibrator or
時が多いんです。
class?
先生が大声で喋り続けてたり、他の生徒が当てられて教科書を読まされてたり、
Reading. Reading.
そこで周囲が騒がしくなっているところを狙ってタイミングよくローターのスイッチを入れるんです。
なるほど。
She aims for the times when it's noisy. That might be its own kind of thrill.
そうすると指では得られない強い快感
Her eyes flickered up to the ceiling and she took out a
がと
deep
言って
breath.
もですね。いつしなので常にリモコンのスイッチには指をかけたままで、
そのスリルがたまらないんだね。リスクが大きいと分かっていても
This is so
やめ
weird.
られない。
This is so weird.
ローターを使うときには手であそこを触らないんだね。
それはですね、リスクが大きいからこそ、あとは時計を見て授業の残り時間を確認しながらローターの強さを微調整して快感を先生に当てられそうな気配がすると即座にスイッチを切ったり。
なかなか忙しいね。
そうですね。だけどこのせわしなさが緊張を煽って、そんな中で時間が間際に近づくとタイミングを見計らって。
She told me the story. Her cheeks were flushed and her face was lost in ecstasy, as if she was masturbating at this very moment.
何の音？
Please tell me it was all a delusion. What? That sound. Was someone knocking on the manhole? Why?
マンホールのところに誰か
I
い
put
る。
my ear against the manhole and listened.
マンホールだったんだけど、
高島さんだ。
What the fuck happened? I'm lost.
何やってるの？誰かと思ったよ。
Fucking time skip, I guess. What?
約束？
私の秘密が必要だって。
What is delusion and what isn't?
あ、いや、だから
A girl's weak point. Oh, that's fucking right. He said that she was leaving to get something. Wait, calm down. This reckless attitude is just inviting disaster. Handle it calmly, but completely calmly.
弱み？
マミ、だから
いや、
これを
何これ？
ノートです。
いや、それぐらいわか
Really?
るけど。
これが私の弱みです。弱みなんです。
You know, I'm actually glad that Takashima's not this fucking exhibitionist. I would have been... I don't know. What's real anymore?
は
I'm so fucking confused.
あ、そう。
He is so delusional. There were a bunch of drawings in the notebook she gave me. This is... something else. They look like some shoujo manga, and honestly, they weren't really good. That was her weak point?
漫画なのね。
Oh my god, why isn't she some fucking crazy exhibitionist?
あ うまいんじゃないのかな。
I don't know why I got my hopes up. I don't know either. Well, it's not an eroge, and it's not like she would say, "Look at my weak point," and show me her panties, or tell me that she masturbates with a vibrator. The only place where I can think of that kind of blissful world exists is in the mind of the people writing eroge. So it goes.
行くんですか？
Bored with you.
Honey.
Bye.
これから秘密基地に行くんですよね。
うん、まあそのつもりだけど。
Still don't know why he'd want either of those options, to be honest, but whatever.
一緒に行っていいですか？
まあ別にいいよ。もうでも何しに来るの？
いや、もう少し基地のこと知りたいなって。
What's that? She wants to know more. That's kind of... Eh.
ここにいつもいるんですか？
ここに？こんな湿気の多いところにいたら病気になるよ。それにここって蒸し暑いでしょ。
あ、そうですね。
さてと、登るよ。
登る？秘密基地ってここだけじゃないんですか？
だからさ、こんな場所にずっといたら病気になるってさ。ほら、そこに鉄はしごが見えるでしょ。
あ、そう言われてみれば。
ついてきたいのならついてきなよ。ただし落ちないでよ、はしごから。
これってすごいです。
ここは新校舎の土台にあたる場所だよ。この真上には新プールがあるシートがあるんだよ。
よくこんな場所見つけられましたね。
That's actually a very good question.
まあいろいろとね。
No.
ここなら誰も来ないですね。
Yeah, I mean, was he just crawling through the fucking sewers? Like, how the hell do you find this kind of place?
いや、さすがにプールに異常でもあったら業者が来るんじゃないかな。排水パイプとかいろいろあるし。
でも不良とか先生とかは来ないですよね。
邪魔者？そう。
Wait. What? What did that mean? Sounded like she was trying to say that the two of us could be alone down here. No way. Girls always show interest like that and then stab you in the back later. I can't open up too much. That's right.
発電機まであるんですか？
No, but I'm pretty sure if you started having sex down here, I think someone would notice. I started the generator's engine and started to walking away from her, hoping she wouldn't notice how nervous I was. Nothing good happens when I get worked up. My voice cracks and I start stammering. Right now, I have to walk and try to calm down.
なんでこんな天井が高いんだろう。
I don't know. I'm not an
何か
architect.
作る気だったのかもね。途中で
Or
金がな
engineer.
くなったんじゃないの。
何をですか？
At least a construction one.
さあ、もう一回分のフロアは入りそうだから、まあ何の根拠もないけどね。
It's not like you want to build something underneath a pool. I mean, that's kind of a bad idea.
はい、着いた。
ついた？
I passed my arm through the dark, gravelly curtain. Takashima looked pretty surprised when my hand went straight through what she thought was the wall.
これって布？すごい。まるで家みたいに明るい。
発電機があるからね。ここなら読書だってゲームだってできるよ。
本？これって間宮くんの本？
No, there's someone else's.
僕のもあるけど、僕のものじゃないのもあるよ。なんか親に読めとか強制された本とか持ってきた。
なんか 難しそうな本がたくさん。
そういうのは僕のじゃないよ。親が無理やり僕に読ませたい本だね。邪魔だからここに放置してるんだよ。
戯曲とかいっぱい。リア王、マクベス、シラノド・ベルジュ。
Macbeth was a good play. I did enjoy that one.
さあ、僕はよくわからないよ。そんなの読む人間の気が知れないね。
Well, at least Macbeth is a very, very dark tragedy. But it was really well written, obviously. That's why you'd read it.
あと、すごい数のライトノベル。
それすごい数でしょ。全部僕のだよ。
Of course they are.
ライトノベル好きなんですか？
No, he hates them.
うん。まあ、だいたい古い本なんかから学ぶことなんてないとか思っちゃうよね。だいたい
That's
古い情報しか入ってないんだからさ。
Okay, that's a lot to unpack, but I'll just let that sit and just say, sure.
そういうものなんだ。
そうだよ。だいたい100年前の人が書いた情報なんか何にも役に立たないでしょ。
I really hope
今
you're
はイ
being
ンターネッ
sarcastic,
トがある
buddy.
んだよ。
Like, I really do.
インターネットか。確かに調べ物はすぐだけど。
Yeah, I mean, who cares about all these old philosophies and old ways of thinking? Oh my god, who cares about it?
そうだよ。必要な情報は全部ネットに落ちてるさ。
Yep, everything's on the internet.
そうかな。
当たり前だろ。どうしても欲しいものがあるんなら共有ソフト使えばいいしね。
共有ソフト？
ピアツーピアだよ。何か欲しい漫画とかない？僕が今すぐ落としてあげるからさ。だいたいさ、情報なんてお金払わなくても手に入るんだからさ。お金とか使うのは購入中がすることだよ。
購入中？
真面目ぶってるバカだよ。それより何でも落とせるよ。ほら、これこの間落としてきたんだけどさ。
Yeah, the awkward part is when actual books you need aren't online. Then it gets really awkward.
違う。
え？
違うんだ。
For some reason, Takashima took a jar off my old food shelf. A jar of
マー
something.
マレードの空き瓶じゃないよね。
マーマレード？何それ？
なんでもない。ごめんなさい。
どうしたの突然。
私そろそろ帰ります。
What kind of reaction's that?
もう
Man, I didn't even get my dick out. I stood in front of her when she tried to run off. I wasn't thinking. It was just a reflexive action. Not thinking at all. What? Why does this girl suddenly want to go home? Did you change her mind for some reason? Nah, bitch, you ain't leaving.
どうしたの突然。
ごめん。
あ、いつでもここに来ていいから。
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
高島さん。
What was that? Geez, girls are always like that. They act like they're interested, and then of course it ends up like that. Just what the heck? What was up with that? Ridiculous. I started to feel kind of tired. I sank deep into the sofa. How do you carry a sofa down here? It's not like you're strong. How do you carry a desk down here? Or any of those lockers? Actually, wait a minute. How did any of these things get carried here? Who helped you? I didn't even consider these things. You're a weak guy. How did you carry any of these things down here? All the stuff. How would you even get it into... Like, I guess you would prop the door open? Where there's, like, you know, the extra exit and entrance that you need keys to. If you open it from the inside, it's fine. But because there's no way you could fit a locker down a manhole. You're just not going to be able to carry that up as well. How did no one notice any of these things being stolen? Whatever. All the stuff that happened today tired me out. My body felt sluggish, incredibly sleepy. I'm gonna just take a nap in here. I was suddenly sleepy. The blazing summer sun steals my strength, but I feel sleepy during the spring too, and the fall, and winter. But I think a lot of people say they're tired during the spring. So being tired during the spring isn't a problem. I'm never tired during the spring. You want to go outside during the spring. Tired during the winter though, and fall. Problem is. July 3rd.
今日も暑いな。
Thank God it's starting to cool off outside. It was too hot, so I was forced to attend class starting with the first period. One reason was for my credits, and another was for the air conditioning. It was cool inside the building, but my secret base was pretty stifling.
秘密基地の上の階がクーラー効き始めたぐらいから、やっと少し涼しくなり始めるからな。
When the floor above cools down, the underground room cools down as well. I guess the air flows down from the floor above, while also heat rises, so it would naturally fall down with vents. So it starts getting cooler down there in the afternoon. I plan to head underground once second period ended. You're gonna have a bitch of a time when it gets hot though, or cold though. You're gonna be frozen down there.
もういい加減授業に出るのもうんざりだし。
Classes really tire me out. I mean, there's so many people in such a small classroom, and they're all sitting, facing the same direction. That's your issue with class? It's like a horror movie. It would be strange to not get creeped out by that. Honestly, while I'm in class, my palms get really sweaty from the stress, just from being in that space. Yeah, that's not what I hate about class, but okay. I immediately lay down on the sofa.
疲れた。
And incredibly sleepy. It's probably because the summer steals all my strength. No, I'm tired in the spring too. But lots of people say they're tired in the spring, so it's not a problem to be tired in the spring. The problem is... Problem? Oh, very productive day, buddy. I poured hot water into some of the cup ramen I kept down here. Then I used the portable stove to boil water. For the record, I do have an electric water heater, but it cools down while I don't have the generator running.
よく寝たな。
Since I wore myself out today, sleeping like that makes me hungry. But when I eat, I get tired. Kind of feels like I'm always sleeping. Maybe because you're not getting a lot of exercise and moving around, buddy. The less activity you do, the more tired you get. That's how it works.
さてと。
Gotta keep moving, buddy. I turned on my computer while waiting on my ramen.
と。
The signal looked fine. It was working pretty well.
そうだな。久しぶりに自分が管理するサイトの確認でもしておこうかな。
Oh, wow. Site administrator. After checking my email, I went to the site that I administer.
と、また登録申請か。誰からの紹介だ？紹介者はこのアドレス。ってなんだよ、これ瀬名川じゃないか。ということは、こいつも生徒のふりしているけど教師だな。
The reference was Senagawa Yui, one of our teachers. She'd been registered on this message board for 3 months. After registering, she'd never post anything. Apparently, she was just monitoring the site. Or maybe there was something she was worried about. Well, even teachers are human. Even they would be interested in what people are saying about them in the message boards. I've been the admin of the underground message board for quite a while. Before I started this site, there were several different underground message boards for Kita High, but they were all much smaller sites. I knew quite a lot about making websites despite my age because I'd been helping my parents manage their sites since I was a child. Though all I actually did was modify an existing floating thread message board template. I don't know if my site was more user-friendly than the rest of or what, but it grew larger than all the others. Since no one can look at the site without registering, a lot of sketchy things get posted here. From personal information to illegal wares, all that stuff.
瀬名川から紹介されたこの教師は誰かな。まあ、それもじきにわかるかな。
The reason I found out which account was Senagawa's was because she put her name in her email address. What a stupid woman. And also from the time she logged in. Most of her logins were between classes. One time I actually saw the site up on her phone
ど
screen.
こまでも間抜けな教師なんだな。監視ねえ。この間抜け教師が。
It's easy to just let her think she's supervising us. She can dance in the palm of my hand. Okay, so he's always had this little bit of tinge craziness to him, like the power hungriness. I can't get enough of the feeling of omnipotence. Since I'm the administrator, I know everything that almost everyone in the school says or
と言
does.
っても登録している人間に限られるけど
There are 158 people registered. An entire grade consists of 280 people, so that's not too bad, I guess. Though it's not that many out of the whole school. For the record, I laid out in a spreadsheet, and 63% are third years, 25% are second years, 10% are first years, and another 2% are unknown, probably teachers. It's a pretty good percentage for the third years at least. So I know what most of the people in the same year as me are
し
doing.
かしこいつらバカだよね
Mostly they talk about boring stuff, but sometimes they talk about dangerous topics like sex, schoolgirl prostitution, what? What? I don't ever remember ever in high school talking about schoolgirl prostitution. What the fuck is this? Who just casually talks about that? Bullying and occasionally even drugs. The rest is like, okay, yeah, normal. Schoolgirl prostitution?
そういえば
Excuse me? There's a thread about Takashima's bullying, wasn't there? It was from like a year ago. The posters in the thread were Akasaka Megu, Kitami Satoko, and Tachibana Kimika, I think. At the time, I had glanced at it for a few seconds, but it irritated me, so I ignored it after that. Bullying gets on my nerves even if I'm not the one being bullied. Well, I don't really remember what they were talking about since I haven't looked at it in so long.
その後どうなったのかな
They probably kept bullying her. The thread's still there, which means her situation hasn't changed at all. Or maybe they're talking about something completely different now.
どうなっているんだろ
So, who cares? After
う
all,
それを知ってどうするんだよ
even if I do find out what's happening to her, what exactly am I supposed to do about it? Yeah, I mean, what's trying to get her help? Fuck that. I can't even do anything to help myself. How could I possibly help someone else? I can't even change my own fate. There's no way I could save someone else's. Though there is one thing I can do.
今度この秘密基地に彼女が来たらもう少し優しくしてあげよ
Wait a fucking second. No. Hold the phone. I just realized something. He was being an asshole to her. When he knew there was a thread about her being bullied, oh my god. No, yeah, she's. Let's be a dick to her. Even though you know she's being harassed and bullied by other people in your class. Great guy.
うおすすめのアニメとかおすすめの漫画とか彼女に見せてあげよ
Yeah, that'll cheer her right the hell up. There's no way I can save her. But I might be able to ease her pain. I should try showing her some of my manga, anime, and other stuff like that. Yeah, once.
うそうだな彼女は敵じゃないんだ彼女は敵じゃないだから今度からもっと優しくしてあげ
You
よう
wouldn't think she was a friend.